Hey guys, it's Cody. Okay, I'm gonna try to get through this tutorial this time. First time the dog started barking, the second time my battery died. Oh my gosh. Okay, so a couple of people asked when they watched my video for the gift card holders if I would do a tutorial, so quick tutorial. You need 2 pieces of paper, and I've just been using plain cardstock 8.5 by 11 sheet. You can get both of these pieces out of it. Obviously, if you want to use designer printed paper, you can, whatever you choose to use, okay? So you need 2 pieces. Oh, and I started the dishwasher, by the way. I'm sure you can hear it. Okay, so your first piece needs to be 4 1/4 by 11, okay? And then your second piece needs to be 3 3/4 by 6 1/2. And again, you can get both of these out of one of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. The first piece, the 4 1/4 by 11, you're going to score at 2, 7 1/4, and 7 3/8, and these are the lines right next to each other, these two. Your 3 3/4 by 6 1/2 piece, you're going to score at 1 3/4 by 6, or by 6. You're going to score at 1 3/4 and at 6, okay? So let's do that real quick. I already have some scored from my many other attempts. So again, the 4 1/4 by 11 sheet, your first score is going to be at 2, and your second score will be at 7 1/4, and then 7 3/8. So that, like I said, these are the lines right next to each other. So you're just going to get a little bit of a space there between your score lines. Okay, and your second smaller piece that is 3 3/4 by 6 1/2, you're scoring at 1 3/4 and at 6. So you'll have this small piece here, you'll have a piece here, and then just a little 1/2 inch piece here. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Okay, then obviously you're going to fold your larger piece, you're just going to fold it like a matchbook. You're going to fold this bottom piece, the smaller piece, you're going to fold it up, and then you're going to fold these 2 separate lines. I'm going to tell you right now, your first fold is going to be easy, and then because they're so close together, your second fold is going to be a little tricky. I've just found that after you get your first one done, depending on which, if it's the, I call this the top and this the bottom, if it's the top or the bottom, then I've just been using my fingernails to kind of get it started, and then once you get it started, you fold it, it'll go. So then you're just going to end up with this little space. Again, like I said, you're just making a matchbook, okay? And instead of, you know, like when we make matchbooks for our stick pins, we make the top wider. This is just a little 1/8 of an inch space is all you're going to have here, okay? So that's that piece. Now your smaller piece, what you're going to do, the bottom, bigger part, you're going to fold up, okay? And this little 1/2 inch piece, you're going to fold away from you. So it's going to be the 1/2 inch piece is away from you, and then the bottom piece, the 1 3/4 piece, you're going to fold up. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Okay, so you're going to have these 2 pieces. You're going to have your matchbook and then this piece. So then what you're going to do with the little 1/2 inch piece that you folded away from you, you're going to put some adhesive there. I've used wet glue and I've used score tape, either or. The only reason I would say to use wet glue is because you can move it a little bit. Not so much if you're using this quick dry adhesive, because you guys know that that dries pretty quickly. But if you use score tape and you don't get it lined up right and you pushed it down already, you have to rip the paper. And the reason for that is because, like I said, you're going to put adhesive on this part and you're going to glue it, adhere it right above your top line on your matchbook. So I marked on here, this black mark is my top line, and then see, I just put a little mark here, which is my bottom line, and you're going to adhere this piece, your smaller piece, with the 1/2 inch piece right above that line. And you need to get it, for the most part, straight and even on both sides, because if you don't, and I speak from experience, it won't slide properly. If it's crooked, it just, you have to get rid of it because it just won't slide properly, okay? So then once you get this piece adhered to the top, you have this little flap here. You have to put the smallest bead of glue along the sides here so that you can adhere this piece up. And the reason I say smallest bit of glue, because when you adhere it, and I know I used white cardstock, sorry guys, when you adhere it, you still have to have enough room to get the gift card in, okay? So how I've been doing it is putting some glue along here and some glue along here, folding it up and holding it for a second, and then just barely sticking the gift card in and still holding it so that I know the gift card will fit, okay? So that's exactly what I did on this one. I just put a little glue on each side, held it for a second, and then stuck the gift card in so I know the gift card would fit. And again, I'm using the quick dry adhesive, this stuff, okay? So after you get that one, you have to decide too what you want for your closure. And I've been using the magnets. And I cannot for the life of me find the basic gray, the thin, really nice ones anywhere. I did find 2 websites that have them in stock. Shipping at one of them was $5.99 and shipping with the other one was $9.95. That's ridiculous. So, because I didn't want anything else. So I have a couple, and what I've been using, and I have a couple of the bottle cap ones that I got from Hobby Lobby, the bottle cap brand. They're just thicker. They're the same thing, they're just thicker than the basic gray ones. So what I've been doing before I adhere this bottom piece together, I've been hot gluing one of the magnets on the inside here, because it doesn't matter, you won't see it, and I don't know if you can see it on this one or not. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's down there, it's under there, but you don't see it, so who cares? So I've been hot gluing that one under here first, okay? And then I've been adhering these together. And again, you don't want to put a ton of glue because you need to leave enough room so that this can move, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. And if you don't get it along the whole side, I mean, you want it to look nice, but as long as it's mainly at the top and at the bottom, that's really all that matters, because that's where you need it to stay together. How did I do it? Am I in frame, guys? Sorry. I think I went in too far on one side. We'll soon find out. Okay, so again, little bead of glue on each side of your bottom part, and then hopefully if everything's gone correctly, it's still wet. I think I went in too far on one side. That's the thing when you do these small little spaces for stuff like this, you really have to be careful how you put the glue. Okay. And then if everything's gone according to plan, yay, it'll slide. And I know, again, it's white cardstock, but this middle portion will slide up and down. So that's basically the gist of how you make it. Now, remember I hot glued the one part of the magnet under here, then you're going to put the other part up on here, hot glue it. First of all, to get it in position, I just put it down to let it snap with the other one, and then just pry it up and put a little bead of hot glue and then squish it down. Because most likely you're going to be covering this with the designer paper anyway, which is what I did here. Now, depending on how thick your designer paper is, what kind of quality, because obviously some of the thinner ones, the single-sided, aren't as thick, you may see, especially with these bigger bottle cap brand ones, you may see the outline of the magnet. Just put something to cover it up, you know, just embellish it more so you don't see it. But that's the gist of the gift card holders. All right, guys. I hope that helps. And, you know, I mean, they're so quick and easy. In fact, I took this to work today to show one of the ladies that I make cards with. And another lady saw them, and she's like, can you make me 6 of them? So I'm going to make her 6 for Christmas. So, really simple, quick and easy. I hope this helps you guys. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye.